Hi everyone. After 6 months off, Ginger and I hit the beach to go clamming for the first time this fall. We got to the beach on the outgoing tide at around 3 o'clock, about 2 hours before peak low tide, which was a negative .5 tide at 4:51 p.m. You can see from Tide Graph Pro when we started clamming from the circle near the bottom of the graph. Okay, there's a legal clam right there. Let's check it on our scale. Yep, plenty legal. Okay, looks like Ginger hit one. She's got her fork on top of that clam. What we got here? Oh, nice one. Wow, Ginger, you're catching some big ones today. Yeah, that's over 5 inches. Nice one. Good job. There's one right there. Yep, right there. All right, I'm gonna wait for this water to recede a little bit. Comes another little roller, so I'll wait for this one to pass. Okay, so I have my fork on top of that clam. I'm gonna get, where'd it go? There it is. I'm gonna go to the side of it and lift it up here in a second. Okay, there it is right there. Okay, this is more than legal. So what we do when we catch our clams out here in the water, we place them in a gunny sack like this, and we carry about, I don't know, like 2 or 3 until it gets a little too heavy and bulky, and then we'll walk it back to the beach and place them in our bucket. This is so funny. Just by chance, I poked the clam right in the crack and it came right out of the water. So I didn't need to lift it up and, oh man, okay. So there it is, that's a legal clam. That happened. Okay, looks like Ginger's got another one. She's on fire. You can see that roller come in, and there's another one rolling in here. So Ginger's gonna keep an eye on that and only dig it up when it's safe. She's got her fork on top of that clam. All right, she's gonna dig it up now. Let's see what we got here. There it is. Oh, that's legal though. Yeah, let's take a look at that a little more closely on the scale. So that's 4.5 inches, a little over 4.5 inches, so that's legal. All right, good job, Ginger. Okay, just hit something and it feels like it's stuck. So I'm gonna lift it out, and there it is, I did that again. Wow, this is the second one that I've actually stuck right in the crack. Look at that. Oh yeah, what are the chances of that happening twice? Let's check it, and it's legal. All right, I might have to go play the lotto today. So I'm gonna place this into my bag. Again, I use a gunny sack off to the side. And so I've got about 3 in there. I am going to plant my fork right there because I'm gonna come back to that spot. I'm gonna head up to our buckets and unload these into the bucket. All right, here's our bucket. I have, let's see, 3. Ginger's got 4 here, and I think another 2 out there in the water. So I'm gonna pull them out of my gunny sack and place them into my bucket here. So this is a way of clamming where you don't always have to come up to your bucket to put your clams away. You can carry 2 or 3 out while you're clamming, and when they get bulky and heavy, you can just come back to your bucket and unload them. So let's see, I'm at 6. Ginger's I think at 6 as well. She's got 2 out there. So we're getting close to our limit. Let's go ahead and head back out. I'm coming back out to the spot that I got that last clam. So I just unloaded my clams and I'm going to go back to where I planted my fork and just continue on here because I don't want to lose where I left off. All right, let's go ahead and continue. I just caught this one here, and it is legal. If it slips through, it's not legal, but this one does not slip through. That means it's more than 4.5 inches, but you know, it's kind of small, so I'm going to go ahead and put it back. When you rebury a Pismo clam, whether it's illegal like this or it's undersized, you want to bury it a very specific way. You want the hinge to point to the water, and you want the button, this is the ligament, facing up. The way I like to remember it is the shape of this clam looks like an arrow. So you want the arrow going in the direction of the water with the button up. To do the reburying, you just want to go down to the sand. So you can just simply push it into the sand. So you can push it straight in like this and bury it that way. Or you can just make an opening with your fork like this and drop it in. So I'm going to release my fork and that clam is reburied. Let's see if you can see it. As that water recedes, the clam has been buried. You can't see it. That's how you rebury a Pismo clam. Oh, there's one right there. Yep, there it is. Okay. I'm going to work my fork underneath it. I can feel it on my tines. I'm going to wait here for a second. You can see this set of waves coming in right now. So there's no rush to dig this up. I don't want to get splashed or worse yet, get knocked over. So I'm going to just wait it out here. Here comes another one. And there's another one behind it. So we'll wait for this set to pass. I'm in contact with this clam, so it's not going anywhere. You know, it's not like it's going to swim away. So no rush here. Okay, after this roller comes through, I think I'll pull it up. All right, let's see what this guy looks like. Oh, that's a nice one. Take a look at that. Yeah, that's a big one. That's got to be over 5 inches easily. Okay. It's a nice clam. Got another one there, Ginger? Nice one. Number 8. All right. Beautiful. All right, 2 more to go?
Yep.
All right, go for it. Okay, just hit one right here. You can hear it. Okay, let's go ahead and work my fork underneath it and lift it up here in a second. Okay, let's go and lift this guy up. Okay, there it is. There it is, nice one. Easily 4.5 inches. Rinse it off. Okay, put it in my gunny sack. Now you may wonder where I got this gunny sack. This is actually a basmati rice sack that we're repurposing for clamming. So let me show you what the bag looks like. So this is a great bag for clamming. Okay, let's go ahead and put these clams into my container. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7. This is 8. It's a nice one there. This one is 9. And let's see, this one is 10. This is another nice one here. You can see the battle scars on this guy, that scratch, groove on the shell. The regulations say that you have to have your own container when clamming. So the white one is mine. I've got 10, and Ginger has the orange container, and she's got 9. So she's got 1 more to go. When we started, the water came all the way up to our cart, so you can see how much the water has receded during this low tide. We're still about 20 minutes before peak low tide, and it looks like we're done. You want to go out during the best negative tide if possible. We were able to get our limit here at a 0 tide. You know, a 0 to 1 tide is okay. Ideally, you want to fish, you want to clam a negative tide. And so we're coming up on a negative tide right now. We're probably at a negative 0.2 or 0.3. Peak low tide is negative 0.5. That's your last one? All right, she's on her last one. Let's see what Ginger has. All righty. Oh, that's a nice one. Beautiful. All right, that's number 10. Good job, Ginger. All right, we got our limit before low tide.
Yeah, amazing.
Okay, good job. High five. All right, we got our limit. We have some nice sized clams. Take a look at Ginger's there. And let's see, I've got this one right here. So the limit is 10 clams per person. So we have a total of 20 clams. And we had a really good day. We got our limit in a couple of hours. So, how are you doing? Take a look at this clam. Oh, damn. So we just had somebody visit us to take a look at our clams. But anyway, we're done for today. We're gonna head on in and load up the truck and start to head back home. We'll grab some dinner before we head home. Okay, bye-bye guys. Okay, we made it home, and here are the clams we caught today. There's a total of 20 clams, really nice quality clams. Some really nice size one with a few smaller ones mixed in. So that's a pretty good day of clamming.